Number 16 said, as part of a school science project, Caroline needs to make a model of planet Earth with a 7-inch diameter using Play-Doh. What is the amount of Play-Doh she will need to create planet Earth? Round your answer to the nearest whole number. A lot of you solved it right. You just didn't round your number to the nearest whole number. But don't worry, on your STAR test, on a griddable, they will never ask you to round your answer when you have to grid it. Okay? But anyways, what you were supposed to do for your problem, all right, you're making a model of the Earth. So what shape is the Earth? What 3D shape? The Earth is a sphere. It's shaped like a basketball, okay? So it's a sphere. And we're using Play-Doh, okay? So when we're thinking spheres, all right, even if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing with that, okay? Well, if you go and you look, we don't have surface area of a sphere, okay? And if you think about it, you're building a planet model out of Play-Doh. You're not just covering the outsides of something like surface area would with Play-Doh. The whole inside of your model for the Earth is going to be filled with that Play-Doh. You're just rolling a big ball, okay? So we're finding the volume, how much Play-Doh it takes to fill the space that you're creating an Earth of a sphere, okay? So we're going to be using this 4/3 pi r cubed, which is the little 3, okay? So let's go write that. All right, I did a little sketch. Okay, volume of sphere is 4/3 pi r, and then we have the little 3, which means cubed. Okay. All right, 4/3 we can type in, pi we can type in, but the radius we're gonna have to figure out. Okay, so if I know the diameter is 7, all the way across is 7, and the radius from the outside to the middle, we're gonna cut that in half. Half of 7 is 3.5. So when we type this in, you're actually going to do 4 divided by 3, because fractions are division problems. Top divided by bottom. 4 divided by 3. Okay, and then we're going to type pi, and then we're going to multiply that times the radius cubed. So my radius was 3.5. Right, and then we need a little exponent of 3. I had a lot of people mess this up because you keep squaring it instead of using the little 3 when you do a sphere. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like when you type it if you're still confused on what that looks like. All right, so we're doing 4 divided by 3. That's what it looks like to type a fraction in the calculator. All right, oh, sorry, cattail. And then you're going to have pi, and then the radius, which is 3.5. And then to get that little 3 exponent, we don't have a cubed button. You're going to have to hit this little up arrow looking caret, and then put in a 3 in the spot. And to come back down, you're going to have to use your arrow pad to get out of it to the right, close it with your parentheses. Okay, so the sphere is about 179.5. If you were to round that to the nearest whole number, you would round it to 180, okay? If you put 179.6, you were still right. You just didn't round it to the nearest whole number, and I think I'm going to give you points back for that, okay? So on your corrections problem, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to find the volume of a sphere. Okay, make sure you find your radius, plug it in, make sure you're doing 4 divided by 3, and you're getting your little exponent of 3 at the end.